doing, my friend? Dan Denley here from GuitarZoom.com, and in this video I'm going to show you a 6-string root major 7th chord. This is actually used a lot in jazz, and it's very similar to a major chord with a regular old major bar chord. The only difference is you get to drop out a few notes, and it's not really even a bar chord because you're not really like using one finger to bar multiple notes. You're just kind of using one finger, per string here. So basically, I'm only going to be playing on 4 strings. I'm playing on the 6th string, the 4th string, the 3rd string, and the 2nd. So I'm not playing on the 5th or the 1st string. That's the first thing to know. The second thing is actually how to fret this chord. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my index finger and I'm going to play actually a G major 7th, which is a major chord plus a major 7th, the interval of a major 7th. So I'm going to take G, I'm going to play it here, 6th string, and then what I'm going to do is, since this is a G major 7th, I'm going to have my 4th string, 4th fret for my index finger, 3rd string, 4th fret for my pinky finger, 2nd string, 3rd fret for my middle finger, and of course I'm not playing the 5th and I'm not playing the 1st strings. And what I'm using is just my fingers. I'm letting each finger get a string. I'm taking my thumb and putting it on the 6th string, and then just letting my index go on the 4th, middle go on the 3rd, and my ring finger go on the 2nd. So it's going to be like this. Okay, and that's that G major 7th. Now, the reason I'm doing that way is to make sure I don't play any of the 5th or the 1st strings. If you want to use a pick, you can certainly do that. It's going to be a little bit trickier to kind of strum all the strings without allowing it to kind of ring out. So what I'm using is kind of an advanced technique of basically muting the string. And I'm not talking about palm muting, I'm talking about really kind of like finger muting. So what I'm doing is I'm allowing, for this 5th string, I don't want this string to ring out, right? Otherwise it'd sound like this. I don't want that sound. So what I'm doing is I'm allowing the back of my finger to go on this 5th string just barely. Okay, so I'm fretting it here with the 3rd fret 6th string. Then I'm allowing the back of my finger just to rest on the top of the 5th string, but I'm not pressing it down. If I press it down, I'd get this sound. I don't want that either. So I'm just allowing it to barely touch. Okay, and I get that sound. And then I fret the rest of it, and then what I'm doing is I'm muting the top string with the underside of my index finger. That's why you don't hear it. So if I strum it, I can go anywhere on the fretboard with this chord because it's movable now that I'm not playing any open strings. So, technique of muting, it's a little advanced, granted, but you can get it if you just work on it a little bit. And basically if you start out and just lay your finger across the strings and then just fret here, you can kind of practice, kind of get a little bit of fret buzz there, but you can practice on muting with the back of your finger. That's a very important technique to learn as you progress in your playing. For more tips and tricks, check out the link in this video. I'm Dan Denley from GuitarZoom.com, and thanks for watching.